Hey, folks! Welcome to Nightgrove High and Final Show Films. I'm your keeper and host, Craig. I'm also doing the intro. So before we launch into tonight's inanity, I want to welcome everybody and say thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you especially to those of you who support us on Patreon and via other methods, leaving little treats and candies outside our doors. I don't know who's been doing that, especially since I live in the middle of the woods, but they're delicious. Thank you. I also appreciate the singing coming from the little circle of mushrooms that I see outside my window every day. I gotta go check
Don't
that out too.
trust those.
Do you live in the
It's
Appalachians?
it's fine. It's fine. I do live in the Appalachians. But more importantly, thank you to our Archfey patrons, as well as those patrons contributing $25 and up per month, including what is your problem? Sorry, my dog is losing his mind. Including Trevian Alexander, Elle, and Samantha Bates. Without you all, we couldn't do any of this stuff. What kind of stuff? Well, this is a weird place for you to start, but I'm glad that you're with us. You should probably go back and watch the earlier episodes, but that's okay. We're going to do a brief previously on. But so before we get to that, tonight we're going to be playing Welcome to Nightgrove High, a 90s nostalgic high school monster hunting. I don't know.
There was no
I just
there was no interruption in your sentence structure, so my brain never keyed into, oh, I should switch over to the booth.
So going live to the booth.
Now we're live to the booth.
Hooray! We're live to the booth. Welcome. Thank you for joining us at this well-oiled machine. At the heart of said machine, furiously spinning wheels and cranking gears and pumping fluids is Sen. Sen, why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
That was the worst way to say that.
I may have done it on purpose.
Spinning wheels. Hi, I'm Sen. I'm playing a character who.
That's true.
Oh yes, I'm playing
the big Z, we call them.
I'm playing Zachariel, Zach Law, the spellslinger who kissed a girl and then teleported away.
He kissed a girl. We're not sure if he liked it.
You may want to check the camera orientation because I just saw Drevian's camera move when it turned off.
It did, and it everybody got rearranged.
Oh,
That's so.
chaos!
That's why I always put Drevian in the last spot.
There's a ghost in the Zoom.
I put Drevian's window as the last one.
That would have been smart if I had done that when I had originally aimed all the cameras.
That actually reminds me, while we are fixing this issue,
It's fixed.
yo, we gotta play this game called There's a Ghost in This Discord. It would be a good one shot. But that's not the game we're playing tonight. As things are fixed, I don't know if they will be where their name says they'll be,
it's fixed
but
now.
Jeremy. Okay.
Hi.
I'm certain that their name will be where their picture is. Jeremy.
Sure. Hi, I'm Jeremy. I am playing Alexis Laramie, Lexi, who is using the celebrity playbook.
Fantastic. Next up, we have Mara, who weirdly I now have a significant deep dive on your last name, which I won't say on stream because I don't want to dox you. But why don't you introduce yourself in as much detail as you would like, and also your character.
Hi, I'm Mara, and I'm playing Delilah Reed, who is the monstrous. What kind of monster?
Indeed. Indeed.
Is it-
Right
is it-
now,
is
you're
it- wait.
playing the drunken.
Is it monstrous or monstress?
Monstrous.
Is it OUS or ESS?
OUS,
Okay.
yes.
And next we have Holly. Holly, would you
Hi.
care to introduce yourself?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm Holly. Who am I? I'm Ruby.
Ruby.
She is in a fabulous mental state right now, and everything is fine. She is also the chosen one.
Absolutely. And we learned her name. It's Ruby Lauren Sinclair because it was yelled at her very loudly last episode.
She learned her full
and
name.
She kissed a boy and he teleported away.
That's true. That's also very true.
Yeah, she isn't sure how to think how to take that.
William or Shawnee.
Hi, I am William Orshani, and I am playing Billie Jean Blazkowicz, who is the wronged.
And Trevian.
Drevian, I'm playing Sonny Simons, the meddling kid.
Excellent.
And
So, previously on Welcome to Nightgrove High, the crew skipped school.
Are we just skipping? Are we skipping the usual affirmations?
Oh, you know what? Let's do that before previously on. Fuck ICE, Black Lives Matter, trans rights are human rights, vaccines not brainworms, and stay warm, stay safe, melt some ice, y'all.
combat the rise of fascism.
Yep.
Absolutely. Um, Eat the Reich is a game we should play every day, and also sometimes the tabletop RPG version. So, previously on Monster of the Week, welcome to Nightgrove High. Our students at Nightgrove High skipped out early, or two of them actually sat appropriately through an assembly and then skipped out. One of
Nerds.
whom actually receiving a dismissal appropriately. Right, Sonny? Good job. And then reconvened, stopping off at Zach's place, where you all encountered Zach's father. Some of you were more excited about that than others. Lexi, I'm looking at you. Leaving from there, we went out and swung by Billie Jean's place briefly. Literally swung by it, spinning around, getting yelled at by Billie Jean's dad in the yard.
Yelled at is a strong term for.
Moaned at.
Most
The-
people,
the-
most
the-
people
the-
except
the-
for Billie Jean would describe it as yelled at.
Just he's so tired.
You should tell your dad to
So
get some rest.
tell him to rest in peace. And then they headed up to Ruby and Lexi's places, which are side by side, them being neighbors. And Ruby shared that there was an individual in a broad-brimmed hat and a coat spotted outside her room that morning after she woke up from a rather unsettling dream. So there was an investigation into that, which was interrupted by the sound of Ruby's garage door opening. That had happened just after Ruby and Zach had shared an intimate moment. And Ruby had asked everyone to essentially be cool or hide, and Zach then disappeared. Sen, I had described Zach disappearing by using his uh, uh, teleportation circle again. If you don't think that's what he would do, that is perfectly fine. How do you think he would duck out if
I guess it depends on
if the girl that he just kissed told him to get lost?
I guess it would,
Okay, she said I will explain later.
it would depend on the exact phrasing of how he was told to leave. Actually,
Well, let's jump back into that moment if we don't mind doing a little bit of a rewind. So, you all have just kissed for the first time. You all have sort of, I would imagine, separated. You are looking at each other from very close. You have the lingering scent of tobacco and cigarettes hovers in the air between you. Billie Jean is third wheeling an investigation in the
Listen,
background of
Billie
this
Jean
shot.
is paying no attention. I was going to say.
One-handed doing an investigation. Just-
Yeah.
I was going to say you all is a bit of a strong term for exactly two people.
Yeah, no, that's very true. That's very true. I think this is happening like front and center foreground, and then just in the background, slightly out of focus, we see Billie Jean investigating the trail. But yeah, so and then the sound of the garage door opening, we hear because the scent of or the sound of your mother's sensible Dodge Caravan does not, or Chrysler Town and Country. I apologize. I think we decided that's what it was.
Yes.
Did not clue you in it being a much quieter car than your father's. So you heard the sound of the garage door opening, and then you turned to give a warning to Zach. So let's pick up there.
So she goes from, I don't know, whatever she was before this, I guess awkward, to panicked. And we'll say, I promise I will explain later. I need you to either go back to Lexi's or something. I need to go deal with this.
Okay. Is there a? I forget. How did we get into Ruby's backyard?
Through her house,
Yeah.
where
There
her
wasn't
mother
like,
is currently entering
there wasn't
from.
like a connecting like. I thought there was like a connecting like
No, there was a connecting that
thing in the
'cause we didn't
backyard.
go through her house.
Oh yeah,
We ain't gone in the
there's a
house yet.
connecting like fence between your backyard and Lexi's backyard.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would just sort of like nod and then look over and just shout BJ for wherever Billie Jean is.
BJ is just like, she heard the you need to leave, and she's just following the trail. She's gone at that point.
Yep.
She has for narrative convenience. I think we need to say that,
Yeah.
that BJ is out of sight at this
And yeah,
point.
I'm gonna take off towards the like the hole in the fence that we came in through.
Okay. All right.
So he wouldn't feel the need to teleport, given that it was told that he was that going back over to her house was one of the options. If she had just said,
think it-
"I need you to disappear," he would have teleported away. But
I still think it's funny if you teleport anyways.
Yeah. Can we, again, for narrative convenience, given that you weren't with the others last time, Holly, is it reasonable that she would have said, in a panic, "I need you to disappear," and then he took it literally?
She wouldn't. The thing is, she would not say that, especially.
Well,
That's
so-
after,
that's
like,
that's
they
totally
as far as
that's
narrative,
totally fair.
as far as narrative
Totally fair.
convenience, recall that my father is nearby.
Yeah.
So it is also entirely possible that upon ducking through whatever hole in the fence, I just disappeared anyways because of shenanigans.
I mean, here's the argument I will make. You are also a teenager who just got kissed by a girl. Whether you're into them or not, you're going to panic.
Oh yeah. Oh no. The garage door opener is what caused the panicking.
Yeah.
That's
for
already
sure.
happening.
So, all right. So, in what headspace then is Zach as Zach runs back through the gate in the fence? Because there's not a hole in the fence. I mean, this is a well-maintained fence.
Oh, actually, so okay, here we go. Here's how it goes. So, he is not thinking about the fact that there's like a gate or something that he needs to get through.
Okay. All right.
And he's just running for the fence because he's following instructions and in a bit of a panic. And I think he's just going to not even be aware of the fact that he makes a teleport, like sort of makes a teleportation gate of his own as he
Cool.
would hit the fence. And so he teleports away accidentally while trying to just get through the fence.
All right. I like
Nice.
that. All right. I like this.
Which
where
also
is he
jives with his magic anyways.
Yes. Where is he trying to go?
He's trying to just get back over to Lily's house.
Okay.
Or Lila's house.
W-
Lily?
Where does he?
Lily.
Oh,
where-
no.
Lexi-
You haven't been to
Lexi-
Lila's house.
Lexi.
Lexi's
Lexi's
house?
house.
Yeah.
Names. This is me fucking
Yep.
names.
To be fair, it would be fucking amazing if by the time you teleported in, but everyone was gone, so you just hung out with my housekeeper.
like if what would be hilarious is if it was just trying to get to Lexi's house, basically trying to get to Lexi, and so his brain connects to the last place where he was alone with Lexi, which may very well be back at his warehouse.
That would also be good. Yes.
Either like in her closet or in his bedroom, one of the two.
If those are the two options, I will make the decision that it's the warehouse, because everybody else is already in the closet, and unless you've been like where we are now sequentially, unless you've been blue velveting for the past hour, let's pop you back to the warehouse.
So
Physically in the closet.
right. So yeah, he just like accidentally shunts himself through a portal and tumbles head over heels into a pile of like dirty laundry in his bedroom in the warehouse.
All right. Yeah. So you tumble out into a pile of clean and folded laundry.
Your dad's been here the entire time.
Who cleaned and folded it?
Go ahead and investigate a mystery.
Because it wasn't me. That shit
Wasn't
belongs on
me?
that shit belongs on laundry chair. Investigate a mystery.
So it will, if you open your character sheet, you'll have a list of moves.
Yep. And I do it with a sharp, I think.
By default, yes. If you have a thing that changes it, that is fine.
Ooh, mark
Fail.
experience.
Yeah, so go ahead. You know, we're talking about experience. Go ahead and mark your
Yes.
experience.
There you go.
Best roll to fail and get experience on.
Right.
It's really, yeah, it's pretty good.
Absolutely. Who would you be more annoyed to see right now? Your dad or your godfather?
Definitely Godfather.
Okay. So, you hear sort of as you get up and look around, there is the scent of cold, clean snow, oddly mingling with like very chemical laundry detergent. And you hear the voice from behind you boom out, "Scion of a tainted bloodstream, thy room is in shambles. The choruses have called to me all day, summoning me across the universe, carrying out our Holy Father's will, and yet here I tarry, cleaning up thy room.
Why?
It is an abomination.
Just
Dost thou not know the separation of whites and colors? Dost thou not know the
that got
proper
abolished like in the
usage?
20s.
Dost thou thy japery will find no hold in me? Dost thou not know the proper usage of the softener of fabrics? Come, scion of a tainted bloodstream, thou shalt learn the arts of laundry.
Just head fall back to the floor.
Oh my god.
I have spoken, and
There's nothing funnier than the absolute supernatural trying to do the mundane.
So over the next hour and a half, you get a lesson in things that you mostly already know, just imparted to you with utterly aggravating slowness and repetition, as though your namesake of an angel is teaching not even a child, but more like a very clever monkey.
I'll say an orangutan.
Yeah. The one thing though that I will say that you do learn, and if this ever becomes useful to you in the game, by all means, I will give you +2 to any roll related to folding a fitted sheet perfectly the first time. Because if anything can get that done, it's goddamn divine intervention. But now you know how to do it.
I'm gonna make a
You
note
have learned the
here.
trick of the angels, folding a fitted sheet perfectly.
Making a note here.
Ah.
Notes.
Yeah, make sure to add
Zachariel,
that.
the
Yeah.
real one, taught
Yep.
me how to fold a fitted sheet perfectly the first time.
Yeah.
In complete fairness, that is a difficult talent to master.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
But you have
+2.
you have received it in the word of heaven, and its teachings are burnt upon thy brain.
Fuck a fitted sheet.
So yeah.
That's the point, yeah.
So anyway, where do you think you would head when this is done? And with a again a lingering smell of laundry detergent and the fate clinging feel of divine disapproval, your godfather allows you to go about the rest of your day. But it is significantly later on than it was originally.
Do I have a car?
No.
I think you mostly get rides from other people and or teleport everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have 2 vehicles in the mix, other than those that need to be borrowed from parents.
I guess
we
I'm
have
gonna.
Lexi's car, and we have BJ's motorcycle.
I guess I'm gonna go down to the landline, which is a telephone booth that was misappropriated to the warehouse, and then hooked up, and had the coin exchange removed, and see if I can.
I like the idea that the coin exchange is still there, but it then just feeds out directly into a bowl underneath it, so you're just putting the same
Yeah, that's
coin
actually-
in every
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
That's better,
Yeah.
actually.
I like
Yes,
that.
Do the
that.
cheap.
Yep.
That,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's just the lock on the bottom has been taken off.
yeah, exactly.
What is the container at the bottom that catches the coins?
What year is this again?
95.
95.
A red Solo cup.
Yes, of course it is. Fantastic. Okay. So yeah, so
That's
you
been
go
like
down there.
zip tied. So like a
Yeah.
red Solo cup has been zip tied in place.
So you go down there.
Yeah. Fish the coin out, put it in, and I'm dialing Lexi's house.
Okay. All right. So you dial up Lexi's house. It rings a couple times and then it answers. You can hear quiet but still noticeable in the background the sound of like talk show TV playing. And a probably to you familiar where this goes. Laramie residence, how can I help you? You know that this is the Laramie's housekeeper. Jeremy, do we have a
Actually,
name? Oh, sorry.
Yes, I gave it to you a while ago, and it is lost to the ether. I feel like it's been mentioned previously on stream, but I have not gone back and watched the previous stream to catch up all the
Okay.
names that I've lost. To be fair, I think we had previously established that Zach has not been to Lexi's house before.
No, I just figured it had maybe called before.
Hmm.
Because
Maybe.
she tends to be the one to answer the phone, but maybe not.
Maybe
Maybe
that's
not.
actually entirely possible.
I think I've called. I've never been, but I've definitely called.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. So you know this voice then, and
Yeah.
we will do.
I feel like it was Frau something.
Oh, was she German? Okay.
I think that was my remembrance.
All right. Then
Change your accent. Dance for us.
Laramie residence. How may I help you?
What's the name of the Frau something? We don't remember.
Yeah.
I
This
don't
is
remember.
Frau something. How can I help you?
Yeah.
Yes, that is the name going forward until I find it.
It's spelled Zumptin.
Yeah.
Zumptin. This is Frau Zumptin.
That's the name going forward.
Oh, hi. Yeah, this is Zach. I'm trying to check and see if Lexi's home.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Mr. Zach. Lexi is at school.
Right. Of course, obviously. Thanks. Hang up.
Okay. Again, been watching TV all day. Had no idea you all were home.
Just like, okay, so she's not there. Who else do I know that I could call? I will call my dad's car phone.
Oh no.
Oh
All right,
no.
So you hear at this point there is a click. You can hear
It's really
big
easy.
band music playing.
I would say it's really easy to remember the number. It's just 666.
Right. Which, okay. Again, not to dox myself, legit, the first 3 numbers of my phone number growing up in rural Maryland, 666.
I'm surprised they did. I'm surprised they didn't skip that area code like they do with like 13 floors of things.
Not up here. We're a blue state. So yeah, so you can hear big bland music and wind blowing, and you hear, "Hey pal, how's it going?"
Hey, Dad. Odd question.
Oh boy, have you gotten yourself into some trouble?
No,
Right here in River City.
no. My namesake just taught me how to fold a fitted sheet. But
With a capital T and that rhymes with G and that fits in Nightgrove?
are you still parked around the house that we went to?
No.
You wouldn't happen to
That's
know
the least.
where everybody is, would you?
No, why would that be the kind of thing that I would know?
I don't know, Dad. You just seem to know everything.
Well, flattery will get you some places sometimes. What are you trying to find out and where are you, pal?
I may have panic eject buttoned back home. And
Back home.
no,
And there's like a chorus in the background, but not the good kind.
no, the warehouse, Dad.
Oh, good. Good. Good.
I've never been there.
No. Not yet. Do you need a ride, pal?
No, I just need to know. It took like an hour and a half to learn how to fold a fitted sheet perfectly the first time. And he really nailed that sentence structure into my brain for some reason. And I have just
Yeah, that's how it works.
lost track of everybody and where they
Sure.
are.
Sure. Why don't you go ahead and manipulate someone for me?
Six.
Well, go ahead and mark your experience on this.
Hey, look, I've maxed out my experience.
So, you know what? I tell you what. I just so happens that your old man might know where all your buddies are. So, but I just was thinking, pal, you and I, we just don't get enough time to spend together. So how about I come on by and pick you up and I'll take you out to him?
Yeah, I thought that was the plan.
Okay, great. I'm on the way.
No, the not spending time together part.
And you hear beep beep from outside.
Yeah.
Instantaneous, of course.
I'm unsurprised. And I hang up the phone. Do I spend this experience now?
You can if you want. If you have 5 things, you
I
can grab an
do.
advance right now.
I will.
If you know what advance you want.
Yeah.
Even if you
if-
don't,
if-
it doesn't
Yeah,
like,
it's
reset.
yeah, you can pool them, and I would say rather than like looking over the things to buy right now, let's finish out this
Yeah.
scene, and then
Yeah.
unless there's something you need right now, and then you can be doing that while we hop to somebody else.
Actually, right now, I'm just going to take the shield spell because that was the next thing on my list of things to take.
Great, very cool.
So no, hang up the phone. Sigh. Listen to the quarter bounce back out.
Yep, there's the plasticky sound of it.
Look up to see if Zaccario's silhouette is still in my bedroom.
No, it's gone.
Okay. And yeah, we'll gather my things if I have any things left to gather, which, given how I've spent an hour and a half here, and then I will light a cigarette and head outside.
Okay, so you head out, and your dad is waiting outside in his car. You can hear what you had initially taken to be big band music is actually ska, and Hell by the Squirrel Nut Zippers is playing as you walk outside. And he goes, "Hey pal, come on, hop in. So are we going to see your new lady friend, or are we gonna go catch up with BJ and Lexi.
I Why are those the only two options?
Well, they're in different places. Did you have other friends in mind?
What different places are they in?
Well, if I gave that to you, then we wouldn't get to have our ride, would we? Now, come on, hop on in, tell me where you want to go, and while we're driving there, you and your old man are going to have a talk about protection. And your dad will teach you the shield spell as you drive.
Yeah, knew that was coming.
Perfect.
All right. But so the party is split at this
Yeah.
point. Lexi and Lila and Sunny are at
Nope.
pardon me.
Ruby, Lila, and Sunny.
Yeah, exactly. Are at Ruby's house. Lexi and BJ are somewhere else. They are on a meta level, although your dad won't share this with you because he's a dick. They are driving to the dump.
Given that he doesn't yet know what the situation is with Ruby's mom or family, he'll go towards BJ and Lexi.
Okay, fantastic. So you head off that way. While doing so, he teaches you the incantations for the shield spell in the most uncomfortable way possible. There is so much euphemism laced into this that it is going to be very uncomfortable every time you cast the spell.
TV wise, TV, as the car pulls off, you just hear like voice dubbed, "Dad, why is there a banana in the glove box?"
So picture the banana as your immortal soul. Yeah, no, fantastic. Okay, so we head off in. We head off in that way. I would like to. We'll jump to Ruby's house, and then we'll jump back to the motorcycle. Okay.
Good, because I'm so here for this.
All right. So picking up, are we in Ruby's room? I believe, right? All right.
I think so. I think a jean. I vaguely recall that a tank top and a jean jacket was thrust at me.
Yes,
that's right. Yeah, the new outfit, which you very much. That's right, because our end credit song last time was "Crash Test Dummies" about the girl who wouldn't change with the other girls in the changing room.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we are popping right there.
Oh. God.
Sunny, what are you doing while this is going on?
Probably still reading the maritime laws of the Oyster
That's
Wars.
right.
That's right. You're down at the library. Pirate. That's right. Yep, absolutely. Okay. Fantastic. So you're down in the computer room / office. You got sidetracked by this book on the Oyster Wars. And that is utterly preventing you from getting any productive research done on this particular problem. But boy howdy, if anyone wants to talk to you about people getting press ganged into the Oyster Wars, are you going to have some information on it? Meanwhile, Ruby and Lila.
Yeah.
Let's pick up there. How we doing? And I'm going to still have my headphones on, but I'm going to step away and let my dog outside. So I'm listening.
Yep.
I just may need to shout at you all across the room.
Currently doing Lila's hair.
I hand you the phone back. That didn't work. Frantically thinking.
Oh, that's right. You were calling to and hoping to get.
Yeah, please help. It didn't work.
And that failed miserably.
Yeah.
We ended last time on a lot of bad rolls. Not doing better this time.
So
That's
you're
so
staying
nice.
the night. So you're gonna stay the night?
Well, I don't have my toothbrush with her or anything. I
have spare stuff.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Do you mind before I'm just gonna duck into the bathroom to change?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to go into the bathroom. Lila
we
is
get the teleportation
panicking, and this is everything she's ever wanted, but also this is horrible because she's gonna find out, and I don't think she's ready yet to reveal her wings. Because there's weird stuff in town, but she doesn't know enough about everyone else's weirdness to be okay with it. So, can I sneak out the window? Can I fit out the window? How dark is it outside? Yet?
So it's not quite dark yet. You
Okay.
have probably about an hour, hour and a half till sundown.
Okay.
Point. You I mean, we haven't established it. Do you give me a luck roll.
Sure.
That's just a D6.
D6? Okay. 6?
Gorgeous. Huge windows, easy to fit out.
Okay.
Like weirdly big.
Okay,
Yeah,
excellent.
oh, you know what they are?
Bay windows in the bathroom.
I was actually going to suggest they are those like European style windows that you can set and will either open out like this or open
Ooh.
sideways depending on how you crank them.
Excellent. Yes.
Very, very like, expensive, trendy, imported. Ruby, does that track with what the sort of thing that your folks would have?
Yes. Plus, the way I picture her room / bathroom, it's easy to sneak out of and into.
Yeah.
I was actually going to ask, is this the window that you sneak out of, or is it the one in your room, or both?
Okay, the one that I think we discussed the last time that Lexi comes in through
Mhm.
is attached to her bedroom.
Okay. But this one is a less common method of egress, but
You can.
yeah. Okay. All right. So there's no like obvious ladder or pattern of departure here, but that may not be so much of a problem for
Yeah. Yeah.
our new student, depending
Yes.
on how
Yes.
she's planning to get out of here.
Okay. An hour is so long. I don't think I could hang out for an hour. I'm going to I think she's going to she's lock the bathroom door, is going to
Okay.
try on the jean jacket to see. It's not going to cover the wings, I don't think it's big enough.
No, I can't imagine it would be.
No.
Right? Like, Ruby, describe this jean jacket for us.
It's probably not big enough. So she also handed her like a tank top,
Yes.
and then the jean jacket. It's like one of the like shorter cut.
Yeah,
pants.
it's a crop
Yeah,
top
like
jean
the
jacket, isn't it?
yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit. I'm gonna make one last ditch effort to not to not have to flee via air.
Cool.
And say through the bathroom door, I'm not feeling so great actually. I think I should probably just head home.
Are you sure?
How close is Ruby to the door when this is said?
She's like right outside.
Yeah, okay, awesome.
Are you sure? Because you're welcome to stay.
Yeah, I'm just it's been a very long day, and I think just I think I just need to go home.
Did I overwhelm you? Were the clothes too much?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, it's okay. Do you want to come out here? We can just talk.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. How much alcohol has Lexi pumped into you?
You used to take responsibility for this.
3.
Like no instrument of volume.
Yeah,
3.
just 3.
Yeah.
A very uncertain 3.
3.
3.
Knowing Lexi, that could be anything.
Yeah.
Three
Why
beers, 3 Zimas, 3 bottles.
Yeah.
3 kegs.
I will
3 instances.
get my vest back on, and will unlock the door and just sort of pass out the clothes like
I'm trying to give her freaking alcohol poisoning.
Oh,
Aren't
I
you?
was trying to be cool.
yeah, I think a lot of it was self-inflicted.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh no, 100%.
This is
That was just a joke about the kegs and the bottles.
Fair.
yeah. No, it's very it's very that was very nice of you. But I don't think it's my style. Quite.
Come on out. Like, she's putting an arm around you. She doesn't seem as aggressive now.
Okay. Hey, yeah,
Yeah, it's okay. I didn't mean to overwhelm you. I'm sorry.
you're really nice.
Oh, thank you.
Is that a good spot to leave them, or would you all
Yeah.
like to do
Yeah,
more?
very
I
good.
think that's it.
That's good.
All right. Before we pan away from the Sinclair household, we pan downstairs. What is the coolest fact that Sunny is just marveling over right now? It is okay if it is not historically accurate. It's real. Whatever you are about to say is real in our version of Maryland's history.
Wait, the Oyster Wars is a real thing?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. There were yep.
Google, where are you?
Yeah.
Humongous giant clams.
I
They were actually fighting oysters.
oyster. I mean, it does describe oyster pirates, which in my mind
Yeah.
is oysters that are pirates rather than pirates after oysters.
Oyster shells are
Um,
very sharp. You could like fling them, like just sort of like
That's
a
what I was
shuriken.
thinking. It's like
That's
Like,
why. That's why. At
one
least
side
one,
started using oyster shells as weapons.
Mm.
That's why at least
Okay.
one Pokemon uses oysters as swords.
All right. So, that being the case, I'm sure I won't come to regret this. Whatever bonus I gave you in the previous episode can now be applied to ballistic applications of oyster shells.
We need to go to Red Lobster at some point. That's what I'm
Just
decided.
just,
No,
just get a
Red
packet
Lobster,
of
not
oyster
Red Oyster.
shells throwing knives.
But yeah, okay.
Oyster shell blunderbuss.
So okay. So do we pan away from Sunny like going to the desk, finding paper and pen and like scribbling out some schematics?
Sure.
Amazing. Okay, fantastic. And then we pan in this lovely, crisp fall afternoon day. We pan down to the south and to the east. As you all have started out, you came out to Route 131 and are heading down around and are just clearing the the wooded environments on your left of Machen State Park, and you're coming up, and you can see as the woods end, there's some drainage ponds, and then you can see the local mall, more specifically the Slaughter Hollow Mall, featuring the Corporation Bowling Arcade Theater and Fun Complex, also coming up on your left. You know that you go past this, and then turn off of 131 onto Keats Road. We'll head
Okay.
down towards the Corporation buildings, and then the county dump past that. Are you all having any chats as you go, or are you all just headed straight
I mean,
there?
the pair of us are riding a motorcycle.
We're on a
with helmets
motorcycle.
on.
There is no conversation
That's
happening.
right. That's right. That's fair. All right. So a pleasant time is spent driving along, and you come up to the signs to turn in for Chase County Waste Management, and head off in that direction. And you go off of the paved road and then onto the gravel road, approaching the complex. You can see there is a hill that kind of blocks the main part of the dump from the main road. You know that this is one of those where the dump used to be located, and they've just capped it and pushed dirt on top. You can see some pipes coming up to vent the air from underneath, with metal fans spinning atop it. And you are able to pull in the waste management site. The junkyard, the dump itself, is walled off with a chain link fence, barbed wire twisted around the top, and two large gates, which are locked and chained shut. The parking lot around is otherwise empty.
Is the truck used by the one guy? Is it inside the fence?
From where you are, you can't see it. It's definitely not out here. And the fencing has that green fabric laced in it on the chain link fencing has it. So you can't just sort of look to the inside. So you can't spot it from here. Do you think either of you has spent much time at the junkyard?
I think both of us have for different reasons based on a previous conversation that we had.
Yeah, I don't remember why, but yes.
Okay.
Because
So
because occasionally BJ will go there for scraps for her projects for building armor and tools and stuff, and apparently you get materials for fashion. Apparently,
That's correct. That is 100% correct.
Right. Okay. So you know that Hutch has essentially the office is a trailer that is in the middle. You know that there is a road towards the inside wide enough for a load mover and bulldozer and other things that are used in there to sift and sort and eventually move junk towards the compactors. But things are often sorted out into individual piles so that people can come in, sort through, buy scrap, or if they are coming to drop off waste, they can put it in the appropriate piles. So you know that if the truck is there and inside, it would not be visible from the outside.
So she'll park the motorcycle. Is there like an intercom by the gate for contacting Hutch?
No, usually if you're here during the day, and Hutch is here, it's just open, and then Hutch locks up when he leaves.
So she'll pull up, park, kick the stand out, turn the motorcycle off, step off, pull her helmet off.
Up off.
Hutch isn't usually locked up this time of day, so that's interesting.
Right.
She sort of sets the helmet under her arm and walks up to the latch on the gate and just kind of rattles it, sees how tight it is.
Give me
So- Go ahead,
give me a barometer inside your head. I can't quite get a read on that interesting.
Well, a weird thing that was stalking your friend led a trail that was physically capable of being followed over a wall, leaving bits and scraps of it as it climbed and then walked over to the highway and got picked up by a Hutch-sized vehicle footprint that likely led this way, but Hutch isn't here or is here and is locked up when he's not normally.
So not good is what you're saying.
Not good, interesting, no.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Look, you and Zach and other people potentially are experts in this weird, freaky shit. I'm along for the ride.
Mm-hmm.
Take that however you mean. Well, but so yeah, I'm gonna be relying on your expertise here.
Yeah, she's gonna like walk up to the latch, rattle the lock a little bit, see how tight it is, if it's even locked.
So you go up and give it a shake, and you can see that the chain has been pulled through. There is a lock hanging from it, but it has not been snapped closed. It just looks like the chain has sort of been pulled through.
It's not even locked.
Well, that makes climbing the fence much less fun.
That was a rush job. She pulls the lock off and just like pulls the chain back through.
Okay. Yeah. No problem. As you are doing this, you can hear an engine behind you and the crunch of gravel as another car is pulling up, coming around that hill behind you from the main road.
Looks over
I
her
turn
shoulder.
around.
You turn around to see the now familiar, or at least recently familiar, car of Zach's father pulling up. You can see sitting behind the driver's seat. You can see Mr. Law, and sitting with what sort of expression?
I doubt that the drive. I doubt that the drive, like the windshield is anything less than like tinted fully black.
Well, it's a convertible.
All right.
So
yes, right.
yeah. So
But it's still tinted, as useless as that is.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah,
Tinted windows on a convertible. Yeah,
100%. Yep,
Yep.
absolutely. For no reason
I mean, for
whatsoever.
when
Yep.
the roof
Nonsense.
is up,
It was
It's not though.
when
Yeah,
the car
just-
when the car was purchased. It was like, and I want tinting, and the even the salesman was like, but it okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
so
sorry.
yeah, so this convertible with tinted windows rolls
Yep.
up.
and I, like grab the top of the windshield, stand up in the passenger seat.
Hi Zach, hi Daddy.
welcome back.
Sorry,
Stop.
Dad.
Stop
Hey, kiddos.
calling him that.
Welcome back, Sparks.
Will you stop being annoyed at it?
Why are you guys here?
Following my investigation.
Oh,
Following her investigation.
where?
Well, that sounds fascinating. What sort of investigation, kids?
Something stalking people and apparently getting picked up by a garbage truck sized footprint.
Interesting.
I will hop out of the car. What did I miss? Because it seems like I missed a lot in the past hour.
Well, yeah.
Nah, not that much.
While you were running off in a different direction, I tracked the thing that was in the backyard, and the trail eventually led to over the fence and onto the highway, where it got picked up by a decent sized footprint vehicle that seemed to match Hutch's truck. So
And then I followed her and went with, because it would be a bad idea to go out alone.
Where are the others?
presumably back at Ruby's house.
Back at Ruby's place.
Made the correct call. All right. So
I'm gonna need you to explain that in a minute.
Ruby's somebody.
Right, Ruby's. Never mind. I
Yeah.
know that.
Okay. All right. Good.
I remember that. I had forgotten, but I remembered. That's all in character.
So there's just sort of a like tennis match style move of Mr. Law, his head sort of back and forth between the two of you, a little smile on his face, head slightly cocked.
Right. So, what have you
BJ
got-
always has a weird tingle in the back of her neck whenever she looks at Law.
Which one? So yeah,
Senior.
actually, I wonder if you would actually. Anyways,
Only half as much. Give me a weird roll, actually. Give me a
Me?
give me a weird roll.
I was more thinking about would you have that tingle when looking at Dad? But
No, I think probably so. But
Yeah,
I will
all right.
also. I would
So-
also like to make that roll just because it's fun to roll dice.
Sure, absolutely.
yeah. She looks at Law and she can't place why, but she gets that weird feeling in the back of her neck.
So yeah, so
I like that weird feeling.
I will think that. Yeah, so I will say, Lexi, you definitely get a feeling that like this guy, this is not someone you should be interested in from a societal perspective, or maybe something else. So
Oh, because
that probably
being
makes it. So I'm glad we've resolved that forever.
I was gonna say because being the father of a classmate wasn't enough, but didn't make it enough of a verboten.
Let me ask you this. Would that make it verboten for Lexi?
Yes, and far hotter.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So this is, you are getting,
Yes.
for you know what? For no reason that you can particularly think of, the words forbidden fruit pop loudly and boldly into your mind.
I like boldly added to that. That's really nice.
Meanwhile, for some reason, BJ's free hand that isn't pulling the chain, just kind of twitches into a trigger formation for no reason.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's weird.
You two start fighting. That'll make it much less hot.
So it's kind of at this point, Mr. Law is looking back and forth between all of you, looks over to you squarely, BJ, as you are pulling this lock and chain out of the gate. And he says, well, I better get back to it. You kiddos have fun, okay? And hey, pal, you remember what we talked about, all right? No shield, get peeled. And gives you a little like finger wave like this, and
Just give him a
turns
thumbs up without looking at him.
and then turns in the car, turns and like skids out, kicking gravel up, and then heads back down. Um, the the stereo kicks up, and you all can hear Screamin' Jay Hawkins,
Yes.
little devil, like blaring out as he pulls away.
I love
Um,
I love the so the TV like lunar narrative dissonance aspect of this, where he couldn't be more blatantly screaming he is the devil, but nobody can quite place it.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a little bit that thing that's supposed to be like, it's aimed at it's aimed at a younger audience than
Yeah.
or it like the writers think they're writing for a dumber audience than they actually are.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a reference that I think only Holly and Jeremy will get, is just The Wanderer starts playing.
Wait, you too, Wanderer with Johnny Cash, or
No.
No.
Okay.
I'm
They call me the
type of
Wanderer.
guy that
Oh, okay.
likes to
Yeah, the
roll
Wanderer.
around.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Yep, that's fair. All right. So the three of you are there. This is unlocked.
Yeah, when she's
As you
done
pull
pulling
out.
the chain through, BJ just pushes the gate open.
It just swings. It's not even latched. It's like just the chain was pulled through.
She pushes the gate open and is immediately scanning for what's wrong when she looks through, because that was not the usual lockup job.
Great. Okay. Go ahead and read a bad situation for me. Okay. You look in and you can see the pile of cars, junked cars on your left, each of them making their own tombstone as they stand upright, fading away into a pile of themselves. You see straight ahead the scrap metal, old abandoned appliances, and so on. Far off to the right, you can see a slightly scraped up field where wetter garbage tends to get put until it can be pushed back into a pit. And beyond that, there is another pile of plastics and so on, you know in that direction there is the that's where the trailer that serves as the junkyard's office is. You don't notice at this point anything out of the ordinary. Now, one of the people with you can try to help you if they wish. That might bump that up to a 7.
I would like to read a bad situation or help. Maybe.
You can help out.
Yeah, I'll help out.
Okay. So that is usually done with cool. If you click the help out. Tell me, are you just kind of also looking around?
So where this is, so my understanding is that the thing that has been stalking Ruby is possibly here, right?
Theoretically, possibly here or possibly pass through here.
Yeah. And that do I currently know that things are weird with the lock being open or no?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think that's been communicated. It certainly could be.
So yeah, I'm just gonna walk up and walk up next to it as the gate opens. Walk up, light another cigarette, put it up, and as I'm doing that, I'm just going to. It's sort of like dowsing, but instead of using a dowsing rod, just use a little bit of that magical essence that he has to blow some smoke in a way that ideally would attempt to would like flow in a direction of something potentially threatening in case there is something threatening here.
Okay.
So
all right. Go ahead
much
and
more
roll
subtle
help out.
bit of like targeting basically.
Sure. Go ahead and roll help out. Shawnee, mark your XP if you didn't already.
Yeah.
Could I, because I'm using magic, could I use weird to help out?
Do you have a thing that lets you do that? That would be a move. Usually,
I don't know if I do
for
or not.
help
Let's
out,
look it up.
probably not.
Yeah.
Okay, if this doesn't work, I have a hilarious way of also helping.
Fantastic.
No, I do not. Okay, so I'll just roll. Okay. Roll regular. How about? I failed.
XP.
That's okay.
I would like to also roll cool by I would Lexi just starts walking forward, and if I'm successful, I want to accidentally be putting myself in danger.
Amazing. Okay. Is this, let me ask you, is this a move that you have, or is this you're just choosing to do this? Because I know some of the playbooks literally have a thing like put yourself in danger and you find
I don't have anything like that. This is just my interpretation of my cool roll.
You're going to, and Jeremy, don't get mad at me, but you're going to Xander your way through this.
I refuse to answer that fucking question.
All right. Fantastic. Go ahead and roll cool for me.
I haven't confirmed enough that this creature might be related to my prey to get I know my prey on this.
I don't think so. Yeah. You know, again, I think it is a strong sort of series of we'll call them hunches that you're connecting, but I don't think you have anything materially connecting these two yet, quite yet.
Okay. Success.
All right.
Because that's the thing with this system. If I get that middle level of successes, I still fuck myself up because there's bad shit that happens, but I don't get experience for it.
Right, exactly. So, where are you headed with it?
I don't know. Wherever coincidentally directs me to allow them to notice whatever might need to be noticed to give BJ the +1.
Fantastic. Okay.
To put myself in danger.
Yeah. So you head in and you just sort of are walking past the pile of cars to the side. And you can hear the crunch underfoot. There is some gravel, there is scrap metal, there is broken glass in here. So your footsteps are loud. You don't hear, but BJ and Zach look. Well, Zach, you don't. You're still so focused on watching where your plume of smoke goes that you don't notice this. But BJ, because that was enough to bump you to a 7 from a 6, you notice one of the trunks of one of the junked cars slowly opening, and you can see movement inside it. And this is behind Lexi as they are walking past this car. And as you spot that, we're gonna go to break. So,
Makes sense.
We can't go back
uh,
at the moment.
what's
Yeah,
up?
send
Send
just
All right.
shift
I'm back.
There
I'm
they
back.
Okay.
Hey, Sid's
Headphones
back.
are on.
All right. Sorry. So, yeah. So we're gonna go to break. So remember, when we take our break, you take yours. Get up, get some water, get a stretch. Go figure out why your dog's been outside for 20 minutes. Whatever you need to do. And we'll be back soon. Thanks, everybody.
And we're back. A dinosaur story.
A dinosaur story.
One day
It-
we'll just get the entire chorus of like
Yeah.
everyone to say it at the same time.
No, you definitely will not. Because I'm here.
Yes, but if I don't say it, you get it. You can't move past it.
Yeah, well, no, like
We need.
I'm just saying we will not get a full group chorus of it.
Not with that attitude.
Speaking of attitudes, we hop back to the cocksure attitude with which Lexi strides forward into the Chase County Waste Management grounds, utterly failing to notice the slowly opening trunk behind them. The only one to notice it is BJ. BJ, what do you do?
She like pauses for a second, looks at it, raises an eyebrow, and then immediately is like stepping forward, reaching a hand into her pocket and sliding her fingers into her brass knuckles.
Okay.
And is like trying to get the drop on the thing that is trying to get the drop on Lexi.
Okay. All right. Are you trying to be stealthy about this, or are you just striding forward?
She's trying to be stealthy in that she wants to get a surprise attack. She's not trying to be unnoticed by everyone, but she's trying to like literally get the drop on this thing.
Yeah, that's fair. Go ahead and act under pressure for me.
Make success.
Okay. So I will I will give you two options. You can either get there in time and but have it notice you and not be able to act first, or you can have it get out of the trunk if it is something that is able to get out of a trunk, and then you will reach it. One way or the other, you'll get there before it gets to Lexi.
Yeah, I will let it get out of the trunk to get it by surprise.
Okay. All right. So and Zach, you see this as well. You see BJ moving forward. Are you kind of like not crouched, but you are striding forward with purpose, but also setting your feet deliberately.
Yeah, she's walking deliberately. She's placing one foot in front of the other very carefully, and her hand is just reaching into her coat for her brass knuckles.
I think okay. I think you know what? I would like to change your choice if I may. You can get there in time to intercede and to act first and to act before it sees you, or you can get a good look at it. But it will also get a good look at you. I think that's a more interesting choice.
I'll get a good look at it.
Okay. All right. So as you come closer, you can start to hear this sound sort of vibrating from the
That
trunk.
did not come over the mic.
Okay. This sort of like low rumble or growl coming out of the back of the car, of the trunk. And as it moves forward, you see this dark shape move forward and out and sort of hanging back and waiting, and it is coming out. You realize it is canine in shape. Dark furred patches of black on it. It is a dog, or at least something that looks like a dog, coming out and growling and sort of moving slowly forward towards Lexi's back.
Is it like a dog but not a dog, or is it actually a dog?
So go ahead to do that. You can read a bad situation, or you can if I think it makes sense for BJ to do this. So you can read a bad situation here.
Make success.
Okay, so you can ask one of those questions. And if your question is it like a dog or is it a dog? That could be your question.
Yeah, that is like, is it actually a dog, or is it like a dog but not a dog?
So you look at this thing. I mean, you can't, from your angle, you can't see. You don't know for sure that its eyes aren't glowing with hellfire or something else like that. But this looks to you like one of Hutch's dogs.
Okay.
that lives here. It is mostly Rottweiler, but there's a lot of other stuff back in the lineage as well. It's big, it's ill-tempered, and it is out and moving up behind Lexi.
Okay. In that,
Do I hear the growling?
I think at this point, probably so.
Yeah, in that particular case, knowing that it's one of Hutch's dogs, there's no need to be lethal about it. She's just gonna try and basically tackle it and scruff it and like get it to chill the hell out.
Okay. All right. So you are moving forward to try to grab it and scruff it. Lexi, what do you do when you hear this growl behind you?
Make a sound that I cannot personally make.
Fair.
And try to get the fuck away.
I assume it's woohoo.
No. Going in the right direction.
Higher pitched and less coherent.
All right. Yeah, so you're gonna try to run away. Zach, what are you doing?
Seeing what's going on, I'm going to try to identify if this is a dog or not.
Okay, sure thing. So I think that's more like in this, if you are really trying to delve into the depths of it, why don't you investigate a mystery?
Yeah.
Because you're hanging back. I think because my rationale for that, and I'm happy to hear it, that you'd rather it be read a bad situation too. But BJ, because you were kind of in the middle of it and moving forward, that's why I'm leaning more towards read a bad situation for you. But for this is flat out investigation, hanging back watching this.
Sure. Yeah.
My sharp is better than my cool anyway, so I will take read a bad situation over investigative mystery. Oh no, they're both sharp.
Yeah, they're both
Never
sharp.
mind.
Wow, I'm rolling terribly.
Well, on the good news, you're getting lots of XP.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think what I would like to do here is let's get Lexi, you're trying to run away. I think whether that just automatically happens or not is largely dependent on whether BJ can grab this thing. Would you agree with that?
I think that's fair.
All right. So, since you're not trying to fight it, let's do another act under pressure, but I'll have you roll that with tough.
All right. That's just a raw success.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, no sweat. So you managed to why don't you describe how this happens, how you accomplish your goal?
Yeah, I think that when there's the realization that it's just actually one of Hutch's dogs, the hand leaves the brass knuckles in the pocket of the jacket, and she just breaks into a sprint towards the dog. And while the dog is looking at Lexi, growling and maybe getting ready to pounce, there's like a split second where it turns its head to see someone coming at it, and she's just tackled onto the dog, full body weight, bearing it down, hand around the scruff of its neck, just like pulling it away into a no, you are sitting down right the hell now.
Fair. Okay. All right. Yeah. So there is a yelp. Sen. Yes.
Can I? So actually, we may have already moved too far past it, but would I be able to use my luck to succeed on that?
Yes, absolutely. Because I haven't told you the bad thing that was about to happen. So yes, you can absolutely use a point of luck.
I would like to spend a point of luck, which does trigger my luck. Does that mean I still failed the original roll, or no?
You will not get the experience for failing the roll.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. So I'll mark that. It does trigger my luck special, which is when you spend luck, the official council of wizards is going to poke their nose into your business.
Oh boy.
Yep. Fantastic.
That's fun.
So, which is why I had my friend at school be a proper wizard rather than me.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Okay. So that they're not going to just randomly appear in the middle of this scene, but so that's
coming down the pipe. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I think instead you look and as you see BJ tackle this dog, there is a pitiful yelp BJ, I think is focused. Lexi, you just hear all this happening behind you, and you are able to clearly get away. Are you just bolting as far as you can? Are you going in any particular direction?
I mean, towards the uh 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 gate
Oh, like
entrance.
back out
Yeah.
towards the exit. Okay, yeah,
Back
for
towards
sure.
E.
So yeah, so you then then Zach, yeah, you see Lexi turning and running directly towards you. But you're focused on this. You hear this high pitch yelp. Not only is this just a dog, you are familiar with hellhounds. You're familiar with the black dog. You're familiar with other harbingers of doom and so on. This is a mongrel junkyard dog. Um, it's also hurt pretty badly. You realize it was limping as it was coming out and approaching. It's still trying to do its junkyard guard things, but something hurt this dog pretty badly. And that yelp is a little bit surprised, but also a little bit, although BJ didn't do anything to harm it, the injuries that the dog has already sustained are not made worse, but certainly
But agitated by being grabbed.
that's a good way to put it.
So-
Agitated by this scruffing.
At that instant, well, Alexi's running this way. Zach begins to run that way and just like taking the cigarette out of his mouth, going, "BJ, it's hurt."
Yeah, and when she hears that and realizes it, she'll loosen up a little bit and try and check on the dog and make sure it's not like bleeding or anything.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you I mean as you look at it, you can see, yeah, it is bleeding. There are wounds and cuts and scrapes sort of down around the neck and around the chest.
Fucking hell, boy, what'd you get into? And she's gonna like shift from this thing needs to be held from attacking someone to this thing needs medical attention, and is gonna start trying to assist and try and patch up the dog as best she can.
Okay. Lexi, you can hear this going on behind you. Does
Okay.
this change your
I mean,
flight
I
pattern
do
at this
stop.
point?
Yeah, I do stop and turn around. I'm not getting any closer because still big dog.
Yeah. I mean, and I think none of you need to roll for this. I think all of you, to one degree or another, also know like big dog kept as a guard dog,
Right.
injured, not
Will
necessarily not necessarily the safest. So still stay away from the business end of
Yep.
the muzzle here. But so you are sort of going over it, BJ, looking over things. Zach, as you come up to it, what are you doing? How are you inserting
I am
yourself into this
immediately
situation, if at all?
injured dog. I am immediately pulling out. Wait, what did I say? I am
Yeah,
immediate.
I think both of us are on injured dog mode.
Yeah, no,
for sure,
I am
for sure.
immediately adorning, like putting on a number of rings that I just have in my side pouch, and
Okay.
taking and sort of like dousing the cigarette and using the ash to begin very quickly, slightly painfully, scrawl a magical circle on my palm as I'm preparing to use magic to try to heal dog.
Okay. All right. So I think, BJ, are you cool with this? Have you guys worked together and done this before, or
I
does
mean,
it?
not this specifically, but yeah, we work in sync pretty well.
How does BJ feel about Zach's magic?
It's magic. It's helpful. He can do the mystic stuff that I can't to figure things out.
Okay.
We've sort of established both of us are technically the brains because we are both good at investigating, but I do the punchy and shotgun. He does the magic and fire.
Okay.
And we've never talked about where my magic comes from.
Right. That is is that just you've never talked about it, or like you intentionally don't talk about it because both of you, to one degree or another, have a sense of how bad that conversation would go?
Zach doesn't talk about it because he doesn't like talking about his dad.
Fair.
So that's the full extent of that. I don't think he realizes what that conversation would mean to BJ necessarily.
Okay.
because he doesn't think of himself in that manner.
Fair. That's really interesting to know. Okay. Um, BJ, what about you?
I think, especially the number of time, like especially like very recently interacting with Law Senior and getting that sort of inkling, she's got ideas and thoughts, but also knows that he himself is not a demon.
Okay.
And so, regardless of either case, I think she just doesn't want to talk about it because it's not going to be a fun conversation no matter what the outcome is. So
Okay.
it's not worth bringing up.
Sure. Um, Lexi, how much of this shit have you seen before this?
I think I've seen some of Zach's, and I think I've seen a little bit of maybe a little bit of shit via Ruby.
Okay. Um,
I'm by no means an expert. I understand. I'm not going to use the comparison that you used because fuck that motherfucker.
I might have been trolling you a little bit.
Most worst fucking character in that show. And that's a high bar. He's fucking awful.
He has his moments.
Yes, that's a whole discussion. He has his moments because Joss Whedon needs to make his self-insert character look good occasionally. But yeah, I feel like not so much that not so they've seen enough that they don't lose their mind or like run away screaming, but they know just enough to be dangerous for it to be dangerous. So they're much more of the okay, this is happening. I'm staying on the sidelines until somebody tells me how to be useful, kind of thing.
Okay. All right. Are you hanging back? So you're hanging back while this is
I'm
happening.
currently hanging back and lookouting, making sure that nothing else approaches. Actually, while they're dealing with the dog, I am going to because I assume I would know where the office is.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm heading to the office.
Okay, great. You head in that direction. Fantastic. Do you say anything to the others? Because I think they're
kind of busy.
Yeah. Awesome. Love it. Okay. So Zach, why don't you go ahead and give me a use magic roll? I'm gonna give you a +2 on this. In addition to whatever your normal is.
BJ's hold is shifting from restraining hold to comforting hold, just sort
For
of
sure.
like holding steady, patting, just like we're gonna take care of you.
Do either of you have a dog at home, or have you had a dog in the past?
I think.
I think BJ loves dogs and most animals, but they're not really good to keep around a house with a ghost and a zombie in it.
Fair.
So
they keep running off with your dad's fingers.
Zach definitely. There are definitely many dogs at the family home, not at the warehouse.
Yes.
At least one very large dog that may or may not have more than one head.
Yeah, I think that's okay. That I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you that's why you have a +2 on this roll, because your dad loves dogs, and so your power
11.
reflects that. Damn, or rather a 13. Or did you already add that?
That's with the +2.
Okay, hell yeah. So what is this? What is this like? What does this look like? This healing magic with the ash in your palm.
Yeah. So the circle is completed on the palm, and like he drops to his knees as he's going, sort of skids over to the dog, places the inverts his hand, places his hand on the dog's side while like sort of while chanting in Enochian.
Okay.
And the all of the rings on that he put on light up in a pattern that draws oh god, what's the symbol? Hang on.
Now all I can think of is playing Simon Says on the Rings.
Do, do, do. Fantastic.
Excuse me. It lights up in a. Oh God, hang on. No, get away. Not that. In the sign of. Which one is it? I think it's Yasod, of one of the sacred geometry symbols. It's the one that's like it's a
Okay.
9-pointed star inside
Okay.
inside a circle.
The ninth Sephira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It so like the rings light up and then that symbol like appears on the back of his hand basically. As he presses his hand in onto the side of the dog, and there's just white light from underneath the palm as the wounds begin to close.
Okay. All right. Great. And so you see this as well, BJ. The sort of snarling whimper fades as the dog and then sort of calms and stops. And then it just sort of, you can see a little bit of kind of like surprise. And then the dog is quiet for a moment and then leans forward and kind of starts. How are you holding it, BJ?
She's kind of got it in like just like a hug. Like one arm is like under the neck, like around the back of the head, just holding it gently, and the other arm is like around the torso, just gently patting it and like just brushing it to keep it that sense of welcome touch rather than restraining touch.
So it sort of it sort of leans its head. Did you call it a boy or a girl? You said hold on, or what got you boy or what got you girl, and I don't remember.
I don't know if I said either in the moment, but probably girl.
Okay. So she sort of turns and stops trying to snap at you and also snapping at Zach, who's in her face, and then kind of calms down. And then there's this moment of surprise and sort of shock at the cessation of sensation. And then she sort of learns, it leans and kind of is now trying to lick your hand or out and lick Zach's hand.
Yeah, she'll welcome and accept that and just sort of pet the pup as it's being healed and
Giving scritches.
So now there's just sort of there's a little bit as you reach up. Where do you give scritches?
Oh,
like
on the
top of the head,
on the belly.
Okay,
yeah, both.
So the belly scritch that seems that's accepted. Yeah. There's like crusted blood, but the wounds have now healed. As you reach up and over, BJ, there's a little bit of a cringe away from the raised hand overhead and another whine.
She'll recognize that and just sort of like very gently, just slowly pet and try and reassure.
Okay. And you see sort of as this dog calms and sort of it is clearly conflicted by years of training to keep people out and also very sort of canine gratitude and response to this comfort that's been granted. You see as the last and kind of the biggest of the wounds seal shut, Zach, you see something expelled from the wound and splatter down to the ground and mix into the dust.
Reach down to grab it.
Okay. And you pick it up and take a look at it. And at first it's like you're looking at it and it looks kind of like a dark green shark's tooth. And then looking at it a little bit more closely, it actually looks like a really big serrated thorn. Meanwhile, Lexi,
Yep.
you are moving along the walkway towards, not the walkway, but the paved and rutted pathway between these piles of refuse, plastic and scrap metal and so on. And you come around the side and you can see the trailer, the office trailer down at the end. The door is slightly ajar, swinging a little bit in the wind. You notice that Hutch's truck, which when Hutch is here is usually parked out front of the trailer, is not there.
Okay.
You do see sort of standing a little ways out as though they are looking at the trailer. You see someone standing, overalls, tattered tattered denim shirt, um, and sort of back of the head towards you, standing arms slightly akimbo.
I'm sorry, I got distracted briefly. Who
Yeah.
is it? What is it standing?
You don't know, but there is someone standing with their back to you. It looks like
Okay.
tall, standing. The stance is odd. The arms are kind of out akimbo to the side. The back is towards you, wearing overalls, like work overalls, and a denim shirt. Often of the type
Right.
that worn by Hutch. And you can
Would you
see
say it's standing scarecrow-esque?
I would indeed, actually.
Hello?
No
You
answer.
doing all right?
No response.
I look back, look at them finishing dealing with the dog. God damn it. Walk closer.
Um,
Reach
Okay.
out to put hand on shoulder if I get close enough without realizing what it is.
Yeah. I think you can why don't you read a bad, I assume you're looking intently as you approach. Why don't you read me a bad situation as you walk up?
Okay. There we go. Read a bad situation. Sharp. Nothing. As usual, that seems to be all I roll as an 8.
Well, that's okay. I mean, in this, that means you get to ask one question. So, what are you looking to know? There's a list of them, but you can certainly tailor them to the specific situation.
Is this a person?
So, as you walk up, you realize a couple things. The answer to that is perhaps not as clear cut as you might like it to be. You're coming up and realizing the way that the body is posed and standing. It's definitely scarecrow-esque. There seems to be some not straw, but maybe leaves stuffed into the body. Up around the collar, though, from where you can see, there is a dark spattering of maybe, if you're lucky, old pizza sauce.
It's not old pizza sauce.
And then above that, you can see what does appear to be skin on the back of the head and the sort of feathery, light, blonde and gray hair that you associate with Hutch.
Guys.
So that the head part seems to be a person.
Okay,
The rest of the body less so.
Guys.
Guys,
Do we hear
BJ
her?
looks up. Yeah, at being called to is like,
Guys.
hold on to the dog for a sec, and VJ will stand up and go walk over.
I'm trying to
She
calm
whimpers
the
a
dog.
little bit, but what's that?
I'm trying to calm the dog.
Yeah, she is actually, she kind of pushes in towards your leg, and pushes in towards you. You can feel her shivering, and she's looking in the direction of where Lexi has walked off.
I'm going to do the dumb thing. I'm going to walk around the body.
Okay.
Yes.
So you walk around, and as you come around, you can see that from about mid-neck up, this is, or at least was, Hutch. But the eyes are vacant and open and dark. There's nothing inside the ocular cavities, and the mouth hangs open. And coming from a dribble at the edge of the mouth, there is what at first you think is maybe sludge or spittle, and then you realize is wax pouring from the corner of the mouth. How do you
Hey,
respond to
Zach.
this?
Hey, I think, yeah. Hey, Zach,
Yeah.
how are you getting on with that dog?
She's terrified, but okay.
Cool. You have a dog now.
I will ease her away and like off of me, and then make my way that way.
BJ, having walked over and gotten a look, is like, do not bring that dog over here.
No.
Yeah, she does not want to come.
No worries about that, he says as he approaches.
Head down, tail tucked, nub of, well, it's not a nub of a tail, because again, this is not a show,
The tail hasn't been bobbed, yeah.
Yeah, there's been no docking here. Tail is firmly tucked, head is down, whimpering, shaking still, will not come closer.
Not trying
Do you
to
leave her?
closer.
Do you leave her, or are you?
Is she within sight of where? Are they within sight of where she is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So long as we can keep an eye on her, yeah, I will, just like
Okay.
let her sit and head that way.
She takes a couple steps back towards the trunk where she was resting, recuperating potentially. You can see at first she's looks like she's maybe favoring a leg, and then realizes she doesn't need to be doing that anymore, and sort of takes a couple more steps, stops and turns and just kind of sits, and then lies down, head in between her paws, and just sort of staring after you, still shaking. But you head in that direction. BJ, Lexi, what are you two doing?
BJ looks at the corpse. And
I mean, technically just the head.
I was like,
Yeah.
corpse implies a whole body. This is just a head.
yeah, the remains.
There you go.
And it's like, that fuck shit. Okay. She tries to focus for a couple of seconds, and then realizes what is leaking out of it. Reaches into her pockets, digs around for a second, and pulls out like a bottle that's just empty, and tries to scoop some of the wax into it.
Yeah, I mean it's solidified. Like if it was running out, it has cooled and solidified at this point. So you can certainly break it off and put it into a bottle.
Yeah, she'll cap that and then look around for where the hell the truck is.
Sure, absolutely. So you do that. As you do so, there is a whiff of cloves and cinnamon from this wax as it breaks. Almost overcomes the scent of rotting flesh. And then look around. You go ahead. I mean, you look around. You don't see the truck.
Yeah.
At least from your vantage point. You don't need to roll for that for sure.
She realizes she doesn't see the truck, realizes that whatever killed Hutch probably took it, and is probably also responsible for injuring the dog. Did Hutch have more than one dog, or just the one?
As far as you're aware, there were 3.
That's not a good sign. She's going to go to the office.
Okay. So you go up to the office, door hanging open. Lexi, what are you doing?
I am following because I'm not hanging out with the head.
Okay, fair. And Zach, what are you doing?
I'm going to go investigate the scarecrow.
Okay.
Question, because
Yes.
this is one of those fun fact for people that aren't very familiar with the various aspects of autism. One of the side effects of having a decreased sense of interoception is a lack of ability to imagine your own reaction in a situation you've never experienced.
Sure.
So I don't know if Zach, being as weird as most likely autistic as he is, if he would be Interesting, hell of a thing, or if he would be like sickened. I don't know where on the level of like how much diving into magic desensitizes you to things or not. Uh,
Sure.
so
I think honestly, I mean, not to bat it back to you, but this is less of a of an emotional thing and more of just a sort of a factual backstory thing. How many dead bodies do you think Zach has seen? Because if you imagine that this is something, and again, not a lot of them would have been young people, although as we established, oh, Sen, you weren't here last time. I think when we established some of the research turned up that prior to 13 years ago, no one under the age of 20 has died in Nightgrove. That has started changing over the past 13 years, but it's still predominantly folks over 20.
yeah,
Um,
he. I wouldn't say he's like sees a body every day, but he's definitely
mhm.
seen a few.
Yeah, I
Has
think
he seen a body decapitated before? Because I can tell you from personal experience, even if you've seen a lot of bodies, seeing a decapitated body is different.
I am
I used to work in a medical examiner's
yeah,
office.
given that his primary thing that he deals with is that he investigates is magical, ritualistic decapitations is a thing.
Okay.
So probably yes.
So, I think that I mean this is someone that you are at least aware of in the town, but I think I think however you choose to play it then would be appropriate.
Yeah, I think like there's definitely a like an aspect in the back of his mind of like this is it's sort of a it's sort of like a you have a background tab open that is playing somebody that is playing a reaction video of somebody being horrified,
Mhm.
but the foreground tab that is the primary focus is just like forensic information, uh,
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
situation where it's like there is an emotional reaction occurring. He's just not currently privy to it, uh,
Okay.
and so
Sure.
he is.
All right. Yeah. That's totally fair. So that's the mindset and the emotional reaction with which you are going up and
Which means that he'll
approaching
probably have nightmares about it later.
this scare hutch that is out there. Um Mara didn't like that one.
No,
Um
I didn't.
um all right.
It sounds,
So
it
go ahead.
sounds like baker's hut, like we had a baker's hutch in my house when I was little. It's like a thing where
Let's
you
hope we
put
don't find a
supplies.
baker's hutch here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't, I don't
Um
like it.
so okay, so you're going up to investigate the scare hutch.
So he's his first thought is what did this, and then his second thought is why.
So
Um,
that's definitely investigate a mystery. So you go ahead and roll that. We will come back to it so you can look over your results and see kind of what happens. Um, but go ahead and do that for me. Because it may change how I narrate
yeah,
the other scene as
um,
BJ and Lexi go
I was
up
gonna say
to the office.
BJ has seen more death than I think most people, not even just her age, most people in general.
Yeah.
And so she's angry about it and definitely phased by it, but she is in a we're in action time now. We are
Yeah.
going and doing things.
How is Lexi doing?
Lexi is relying on the best way I can explain this is relying on media training.
You know what? I actually like that a lot. That makes
They are fucked up right now, but they are. But when bad shit happens, when you're doing media stuff, you just treat it blase. You go right through it, and that is what is automatically kicked in for them.
okay. All right. I like that a lot. Um okay. So you will be able to ask a question. Think about that.
Yep.
Um uh BJ with Lexi behind you, you go up. The door swings out. Are you just pulling it open, looking inside? Are you going inside? How are you approaching?
She is realizing that this is a potentially dangerous situation, but that she needs potential precision. So she sort of looks over her shoulder at at Lexi and just like handgun. That
Are
she
you
had
giving me one? Or are
Yeah,
you asking for one?
Yeah, she's asking for the one that she gave you earlier.
Okay. Oh, it was
Yeah, it was a
4
while
weeks
ago, for sure.
Yeah.
I Lexi just stares at you for a long moment. Oh, right.
All right.
Yeah.
And
So
just hands it over.
yeah, she keeps that like close to her side, aims down, finger not on the trigger, but safety off. As she pulls the door open and looks inside.
Okay. So the first thing as you pull the door, as you come up, and air wafts out, the first thing that strikes you is not what you see, but what you smell. Both of you are hit by the air wafting out, which is sort of damp and dank. There is a almost like a loamy mulch quality to the air in here. It is undercut with the unmistakable scent of manure and something chemical on top of it. And as you are smelling this, sort of an acrid scent that hits the back of your throat a little bit on the back end of this otherwise moist and very aggressively natural smell. You look in and you can see that the inside of the office looks like. When was the last time one of you was here? Within the past couple weeks?
I would say probably.
I think BJ was here recently getting the metal that she used to upgrade her armor.
Okay, I dig that. I dig that. So then the thing that strikes you is there's no way that this was like this or could have happened naturally, because it looks like this place has been abandoned and left to the elements for months, if not potentially years. There are creeper vines, look almost like multiflora rows, or things that have burst in through the roof ventilation systems, and the back windows are pushed out that have gone just everywhere in through here. You can see the office. There is an CRT monitor that is sitting drunkenly at the edge of the desk. It has been pushed off by the growth of these vines through the window behind it, and it is jammed between the edge of the desk and the wall beside it. There is damp and stained newspaper covering the desk, and you can see several knives, a couple butcher knives, and what looks like a serrated bread knife scattered around on top of the desk. Filing cabinets have been knocked over, and you can see between that you can see smears and accretion of leaves on the floor that again should not be in here and certainly shouldn't have occurred within the past 2 weeks.
Does
That's-
BJ know the names of Hutch's dogs, having been here frequently enough?
I don't think so. I think you've only ever heard Hutch, yell at them things like "Hey, you" or stuff like that.
All right. She's just gonna issue like a dog whistle, like not like a literal, but like the calling whistle that you kind of give to dogs that are well trained.
Sure. So as you let out a whistle, some of the vines start to move and writhe. There is no canine response, but the vines themselves are starting to move in a serpentine fashion. Zach, what
Can
would
you
you like to
stop
know
doing
about?
that?
So I think
Was that allowed from Lexi to
Yes,
BJ?
100%. Can
Yeah.
you stop doing that?
Fantastic. Zach.
given that I only get one question, I think the
Mhm.
most narratively interesting one to ask is why did this? Like, what was this a ritual? Is this something just out of habit? Is this just the side effect of something? Like, what is the purpose of this particular display? Or removing of a head and creating a scarecrow?
Sure. I think that's fair. So I think while this investigation is going on inside, you are sort of looking around, you can see, looking at the wax. Again, I think ritual desecration of bodies is not utterly unfamiliar to you. This is maybe the first time that you have seen the candles involved be placed inside the head, which is where the wax is coming from. There is a burnt down candle inside the hollowed out head that has been placed here, and you're looking on. It's been just sort of stuck onto what otherwise looks like a fairly conventional scarecrow body. It's been stuffed not with straw but with leaves, and as you sort of poke at it, garbage, crinkling plastic, plastic bottles, that kind of thing have been shoved inside. You do note there is a patch of disturbed dirt not too far from the base of the scare hutch. Would you investigate
Yeah. Oh yeah.
that? So, as you sort of go, and do you brush it away? Do you use a tool? How are you investigating it?
He would, being extremely cautious, at the moment, he would initially use his boot to just like
Mhm.
sort of like dig out some of the dirt, and then upon figuring out like what it feels like underneath, would either switch to using his hands or just using magic.
Yeah. So you can with your boot. It's still pretty loose. This is not this has been sort of hastily done, and
Yeah, like if I'm about to find the rest of
um
the body, he upon feeling like fleshy resistance, he would use magic to clear the rest of it away. But if it's something
okay.
harder, he would probably dig with his hands.
There's something very soft and squishy, like not far under the surface.
Yeah, just magic to try to clear.
Okay. I think for that, because this is something that you could do with a pie plate or a disposable thing. I'm not going to make you roll
Yeah.
for that. You clear it away, and staring up at you out of this hole in the dirt that you have uncovered, uh, rotten and cracked in places, is a jack-o'-lantern. As you uncover it to the point where it is staring up at you, you hear a dog whistle, followed by Lexi going, "Don't do that."
Uh, for clarification, the vines, are they just writhing in place or are they like snaking towards us?
At this point, it's tough to immediately tell unless you give me a read a bad situation roll. They are definitely far more animate than you have generally seen vines previously.
Than they ever should be, yeah.
Yeah.
And because she can't tell with a failure,
The 10, I got a success.
Okay, but this is not. You know what? Could we count that as a help out roll? Because this is not a system where like everybody gets to roll
Oh.
perception until somebody succeeds. But would that be okay if we
Yeah, I'm
count that as
okay
a
with
help out?
that.
Because that would bump up that 6 to a 7.
Yeah, so in that case,
So that means you can grant a +1 and you don't expose yourself to any additional harm. I think you're sort of looking around, and I think actually what happens is, Lexi, you are paying more attention to this. BJ, you're looking more at the windows and you're starting to see some movement up there. Lexi, you are behind BJ and are able to look down, and you actually see one of these thicker vines, dark green with what look like black veins running down it, is actually whipping out from under the desk and reaching for BJ's leg.
Leg.
yeah, and she looks down, sees that, and like immediately is like, back up, and starts pushing Lexi back as she is backing up as well.
Yep.
I'm
Do
heading
either of you
towards
do
them.
anything with the door?
Lexi's currently, or BJ's currently holding a gun, and she's just trying to build distance at the moment and like trying to push back.
Okay.
I mean, got it.
Okay. So you shut it? So you slam the door. You can hear like slithering and movement, scraping on the inside of the door, which increases for a moment and then stops. And then the entirety of the trailer shivers a little bit where it's set, there is a creaking sound as one of the suspensions underneath shifts and cracks, and then the entirety of the trailer sinks down slightly on its left-hand side.
That's their trailer now. We're going, and I'm literally grabbing BJ by the arm and pulling with as I am walking towards the gate.
Hold on a second.
No.
BJ's like will actively resist.
I will try to pick you up.
Good luck.
That sounds fun to me. Are we doing an opposed roll?
Works for me.
Sounds like.
All right.
Oh no, are you telling me that I have to engage in a form of PvP? Not that.
It's not against me this time. This is fun. So let's do both of you give me a tough roll, I think.
Okay.
Unless
That's what I
unless
thought.
either of you have an argument why this wouldn't be tough.
I don't.
No, sadly not. Not unless I have people to suddenly summon a bodyguard.
Amazing.
Just
Stay back, Lexi. I got this.
Yeah.
all I can think of is one of my improvements is I can gain an ally.
Yep.
Just like, I got my last experience. I'm gonna spend that right now to gain an ally.
You just throw a Pokemon ball and it just a full-on dude appears.
So I'm a choke or I'm a champ.
A
Nope, it's a
Brokamon,
survivor.
if you will.
So yeah, roll.
Very curious.
No, you roll first.
All right.
I can technically do this. I did not. Unless Zach wants to help, and then it would be a tie.
Zach doesn't know what's going on yet. He's still heading over there.
Well, fuck you then.
Yeah, I think you look up from exhuming this jack-o'-lantern to see this tug fight starting to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's literally that like Lexi tries to pull and BJ just like yanks their arm free and is looking at the structure and is like, this shouldn't.
This is us going.
If we just leave, this is gonna kill somebody else. We need to know what the hell this is.
What the hell? What is?
DJ sort of looks over her shoulder as Zach is approaching. Any kind of harvest spirits or nature's wrath on your mind right now? Because this thing overgrew with killer vines in the time since I was last here, which wasn't that long ago.
Mostly, I'm just thinking about Sleeping Hollow at the moment, or Sleepy Hollow at the moment. I'll say as I look over at the house or at the trailer. Could I, game master, storyteller, keeper person?
Yes.
Could I make one of the standard weird rolls, which is to say, trust your gut?
To what end? What are you trying
It's
to
just
determine
when you
here?
consult your instincts about what to do next. Basically, I'm just trying to figure out like what does this feel like? What is the what will we gain any useful information if I investigate this further, or will I just be putting us in danger, kind of thing?
I feel like that's more of a read a bad situation roll, but if it's just a straight up gut check.
So the move is called Trust Your Gut, and it says when you consult your instincts about what to do next, roll weird. It's just like, what does my instinct say to do right now?
Is that from your playbook?
That is the alternate. It's a standard weird move
from
the Tome
one
of
of the
Mysteries.
Tone of Mysteries. Yes.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Go ahead and do that for me then.
It's one of those things where everybody can do this. It's
Yes.
it's just a weird roll.
100%.
All right. Any benefits for having dug up that jack-o'-lantern?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
7. Says on a 7-9, the keeper will tell you a general direction to go, such as like a general path forward, either physically or metaphorically.
Yeah, I think then within that, the answer to your question is yes and yes. I mean, if you investigate more here, you definitely will find out more about what's going on. You will also expose yourself to what seems like a great deal of danger.
And I take a +1 forward as I explore that. So
let me ask you a question. Is the reason you don't have any fucking friends is because they all die?
No, because I don't let them follow me into situations where they're gonna die. So if you want to back off, feel free.
Hey, I'm not dead.
We cannot even vote. We should not be handling this right now. At least just the 3 of us. Let's at least get everyone together before we're stupid.
Okay.
It's better together.
So, for clarification, for the 2 of you who are engaging in a very weird arm wrestling contest,
I feel like what I was trying to do was like basically go into do a fireman's carry. So I'm like currently my shoulders are in BJ's like armpit right now.
And BJ is taller and heavier than you.
And BJ is just sort of standing there.
Right,
but I'm at least hopefully preventing from going any further.
Excellent.
So I found a jack-o'-lantern buried next to the scarecrow, who, having candles in his head, made me feel like there was a substitution made. There is a traumatized and recently healed dog over there, and I am magic. Could the 2 of you go comfort the dog and keep an eye out in case another scarecrow appears, and I will take a look at, without going inside, what's going on over here? Just in case it is something that will follow us, given that we arrived here because we were following a stalker?
Can we just get together with everybody else so at least we have another supernatural badass in the group?
Absolutely. What other supernatural badass?
Like both of us one at the same time.
I will answer that question when everybody gets together.
Okay.
I cannot leave. You were my ride, shitbag.
Yes, we can go get the others. I would just like to verify that this thing isn't going to follow us while we do that.
Fine.
And at this point, BJ full on holsters the pistol and reaches under her jacket and pulls out the shotgun and just has it sort of like held ready.
Could you go guard the dog, please?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's go.
I'm going to stand close enough that if something lunges you, I can get in the way.
Don't worry.
I am not good with animals. You have to handle this.
If something lunges at me, you will know there will be fireworks.
Also, it might bite my head off. So we need a badass over there too.
She kind of shoulders the shotgun and we'll walk over to comfort the dog. And we'll, while sitting there and sort of petting the dog, where are the rest of your buddies, girl?
Still whine, and the head sinks even lower.
That answered that.
Ruby, Lila,
Yeah.
Sunny, you all hear the doorbell ring.
Oh, yeah.
What are you guys doing?
I mean, Ruby's finishing Lila's hair, probably. Like-
That's so nice.
Yeah, like more of like a calming, but yeah, trying to
Yeah,
relax her.
that's
Yeah.
really nice.
She'll hear the doorbell and say, "Oh, I'll be back in a minute."
Sunny,
Eh.
what are you up to at this point?
Sets the book down, pokes head out of library office room. He's just kind of looking.
Ruby's probably coming down the stairs. Go answer the door.
Okay.
I'm following I'm much slower, like I'm probably not even down the stairs yet, but I do want to see, and I'm still slightly tipsy. I know.
Okay. Fantastic. So yeah, so you're going down and you're answering your door.
Yep.
All right. You
This is
open
the
it up.
90s. We don't check.
Yeah, that's that's very true. So yeah, so you open it up, and you see standing outside, holding two pizza boxes, wearing the familiar red and blue uniform of Backgammon Pizza. You all see Jesse McAllister, who is he's a junior at school. He's a trumpet player. He looks up and goes, "Oh, hey, Ruby. Uh, hi. Your pizza's here. Well, you got a really nice house.
We didn't order any pizza yet.
Oh, well, somebody called it in.
That's great. It smells
Did
so
they-
good.
Did they?
Oh, hey,
well,
hi.
Hi, Lila.
Lila, I'd love you to give me one of those roles that we discussed.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's very fair.
can I read this situation too? Because this is sketch.
Yeah, for sure. Sunny,
Uh,
you're sort of you're holding the book and coming out, and you spot this. But yeah, that's
What
you-
would I
you-
roll for
r-
reading the situation?
read a bad situation.
Oh, where is that?
Amongst your
Ooh. Ooh. They remember.
yeah, they do.
They had a nightmare about you.
Yeah. So we'll resolve that in a minute. Go ahead and mark your XP on that one.
Yes, yes.
Sorry, where is this on my sheet?
So
So it's at the top of your sheet underneath look, the hunter's moves reference. In that hunter's move reference, one of those will say it'll be like manipulate someone, protect someone, read a bad situation.
Oh, it was minimized. I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
and then
Okay,
and then you click on the dice next to read a bad situation.
gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so you can ask me any question, or probably if you want to ask me the general question here, like, is this sketch?
Yeah, is this sketch? Is he behaving sketchy?
He wasn't up until he made eye contact with Lila. And then you see him kind of look over your shoulder. He's acting a little flustered around you. You know that Jesse has had you have a sense that Jesse has probably had a crush on you for a while, but he's in band. So technically y'all are both on cheer, but so you guys cross paths. But he's definitely not from the Manors. He doesn't come up here as far as you're aware. But then he looks past you and makes eye contact. You can see a little bit of a sort of like he's trying to figure out who this other girl is. And then his face just drains of color. He goes white. I mean, he's a pretty pallid kid already, but just goes totally white and kind of takes a half step back. You look down as he does so, and you can see the the stamp of the order on the boxes from Backgammon. And you can see the person who called in the order was Jeff, your dad. So it seems like your dad is.
Forgot that was his name. Okay.
Yeah. So probably.
Oh, he did say he was going to order some pizzas, didn't he, over the phone?
No, her mom gave her the money for pizza.
Yes,
that's why she's
that is correct. That's why it's weird. I think you are like this is not the first time your parents have had their wires crossed, or maybe like
Mhm.
just utterly failed to communicate about something when they were both at
Okay.
work. So, it's like maybe doesn't speak volumes about the good communication in your parents' relationship, but it doesn't seem particularly sketchy. But his response to seeing Lila does.
Mhm.
And he just kind of backs up. And he goes, hey,
Are you okay?
yeah, it's, I gotta go. Hey, here. Just kind of like drops the pizza boxes.
Do you need a
Um,
tip?
no, and just doesn't manage to form a response and turns and literally runs back down to a beat up old gremlin that you see idling at the foot of your driveway, and he hops in, which is a car, by the way. I know we're playing a supernatural game.
Yeah.
That's a car.
Right.
And hops into the gremlin and sort of like whips back out, bumping into one of the as yet unreturned trash cans sitting in the little brick patio at the bottom of the driveway, and then tears off. Sonny, what are you doing as this is going on?
Just perplexed. Like that was an odd reaction to the new person.
Fair.
Specifically, it's
Yeah.
an AMC gremlin, which looks kind of like what would happen if Atari designed a car.
That's actually a great. Yep. That's actually a great description.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Ruby will grab the pizzas, shut the door, and turn to Lila. You want to tell me what that was about?
um that's a complicated story.
and that, if you would like, can be our
Yeah.
credit splash scene for the week. So with that, we fade to our credits. Anybody have a suggestion for the song that kicks up over these end credits this week?
Sweet Dreams Are Made of This by Marilyn Manson.
Yes, absolutely. Sweet dreams are made of this.
Jeremy, did you have one as well?
No, I mean that's fine.
Okay. All right. So, and as the credits play, thank you all for turning in. We will check back in with our high schoolers next time. Probably in 2 weeks. But certainly at some point. And we will find out what awaits behind the trailer and what secrets Lila is hiding. And also what book Sunny will find next. So, and what you all are going to name that dog. So, tune in next time for Welcome to Nightgrove High. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good
Bye.
night.
Good night.
Sweet
Good night.
dreams.
Or nightmares.